Hi, everybody. This is the investing teacher, high school science teacher, teaching others how to invest. Got my retro 1980 Pac Man shirt on. Love my Pac Man. I also have my Pac Man game back there. All right, anyway, in this video, I wanted to go over possibly a wheel strategy for futures. You can do this with the /MES futures. It's a good way to earn fairly good income off fairly leveraged products. You want to go for pretty low deltas here. And if you get a sign, just sell the calls against it. I'm going to go over a few reasons why I've been starting these in my plan and how it might be beneficial for you. So let's get right to it. All right, so why might be a good idea to wheel the futures for /MES? So first, what is MES? It's a futures contract. And it's tied to the S&P 500. This is highly leveraged, so you do need to be aware of the possible shortcomings and risks here. It does use low buying power, however, because of this. If you have a one strike move, so let's say MES goes from 3,800 to 3,801, that'd be a $5 move in the underlying. That's if you were buying or shorting MES. But what we're going to be doing is selling calls and puts against it to try to collect these strikes for $5 per point. So it is a reasonable way to earn around 0.5% in a week on very low deltas, and you can even earn around 1 to 2% a week on very high deltas if you're willing to take the additional risk for it. So here's an example I did on Thursday for our weekly put here. MES was a little bit above 3,900, near 4,000 for September, and this was a 8 DTE. Selling at a 37.50 put was going to get 2.35 in premium. Now you're going to multiply that by the 5 multiplier. So in this case, you get $11.75 on the trade. Now it did use only $923 in buying power. If you take $11.75 and divide that by the 923, you get a 1.2% gain. And this is what it looks like with the Thinkorswim options. Now you do have to watch out for the buying power reduction. I wouldn't just leave it the way that I showed in the last slide. So if this does go against you, you want to use, and it will use up more than that $923 in buying power. The buying power is pretty much an estimate of how much the match risk might be if it continued to drop like very heavily past your strike price. So I would recommend leaving at least the same amount of that initial buying power in cash. So if you're starting on $923, leave an extra $923 in cash. You'll be looking at $1,846 to place this trade. And you would still receive about 0.5% return. You take that $11 and divide it by the 1846. So 0.5% return a week off a pretty low delta is a 0.04 delta. So you won't have to manage them too much if you just let them expire worthless. Theoretically, there's about a 4% chance it would go below that strike, and then you would have to wheel it. If you decide to go with higher delta returns, we go say 0.15 delta, same 8 DTE will pay 10 point between 3.5 to 10.5 when I was looking at it. 5x multiplier, you multiply by 5, you get 51.75. This would use 11.51 in buying power, a little bit more than the previous one, but it would be a 4.5% gain just off the initial buying power. Again, I recommend leaving at least that same amount in cash, and then you'd get a 2.2% return in 8 days. So here's a very simple strategy you could do, and I've been starting to implement this on my own account. You could sell a 0.1 delta, pretty much middle of the road between those two examples we looked at, and you go to MES expiring the next week. If you get assigned it, then you sell the same strike call the next week in your account. So let's say I sold a 3,800 put and it went below 3,800 by next Friday, then I'd sell a call at 3,800 for the week after. And then if you get called away, just turn the wheel, you go back to the 0.1 delta puts and sell those puts again. And it's essentially the wheel strategy on futures. Now, what are some things to watch out for? If the position goes against you, you're not going to make much in premium from the call side. So let's say you got a sign on the MES and it continues to drop. You're not going to really make too much on the call side, and you just have to be a bit patient there. Futures do expire. You need to roll out to the next expiration. When you want to do this, usually a few days before that expiration cycle, or it'll be cash settled and your brokerage might manually close you out instead of you controlling it. So I'd recommend physically closing it out yourself. And you could use more buying power than initially thought, especially if that market continues to drop and goes against you. You could also do this with MNQ, by the way. This is the mini for the QQQ. Use between plus or minus $300 of the buying power of MES. Recently, it is more volatile, so it could possibly give higher returns, but you might get assigned more, and be aware of those different risk factors in your buying. All right, next I'm going to go over how to place this trade on the Thinkorswim platform. Thinkorswim is a fairly straightforward way to put these in. You could also use Tasty Trade, which is what I'm using for futures. The commissions are a little bit less, and if you wanted to, you could buy to close them for free. It ends up being a little bit cheaper that way, especially if you buy to close, it's going to be a lot cheaper, but you could do these in any of the brokerages that allow futures. Also, just as a side note, make sure that you apply for futures options approval. You can't just do this on your own, even if you're normally doing credit spreads or cash secured puts. All right, so I'm making this video on September 10th, 2022. Right now, the MES closed on Friday at 1084.25. You go to the trade tab for /MES here. And I wouldn't recommend doing this one in particular because it's MESU and it's about to expire this week. I'm going to go to MESZ the week after. So the one that I traded recently was for the MESZ in the 13 days out. And you want to go down to the put side on the right, look for a delta around 0.1. So right now, the delta 0.1, the bid price is 8.75. You could always get the bid price. You could try to get a little bit more. So maybe go for 9.25 or so. And then you just click on the bid. You'll be selling one of these MES options, 38.30 strike. You get 8.75 or so. Click confirm and send. And then it's going to show your buying power effect, about $945 in this case. You'll be receiving $41.28. So what things you want to look at when you're looking at the returns for these is you can take your 41.28, that's after your commissions. You have 945 times that by 2, approximately $1,900 or so. You're about a 2% return in 13 days. If this doesn't get assigned, you would lose the contract, and then you could just do it again, over and over again. If you did get assigned on this, then the week after, you could do it Sunday night or Monday morning. You could sell a call at that same 38.30 strike price, and that could typically pay pretty well, especially if MES is very close to this price. One way to consider that is looking at the money prices. You're getting 50, 47. Remember, 5 multiplier there, that could pay quite a bit in cash. All right, so that's the basics of wheeling an MES strategy. Could be good for relatively smaller accounts, and you could get really decent returns in fairly low risk, low delta environments. So again, I'm the investing teacher, high school science teacher, teaching others how to invest. Join ThetaTraders.com. I'm doing on the Inner Circle membership for yearly and lifetime members. I'll show all the trades that I do involving this strategy. I'll show when I manage them, how much profit I'm making, and what to do when they close out. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to check it out. 7-day free trial there, ThetaTraders.com, and I'll see you guys next time.